Now I can't find my damn cloth. Where's my cloth? Where you going? Jesus Lord, I just want to wipe this off. Did I actually put it away? Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. Ow, it's the dogs barking again. Welcome to my life of dogs constantly barking. You would think being 11-year-old dogs that have eyesight problems, hearing problems, that they won't be able to see people or hear them. And yet they still somehow manage they can hear just enough and see just enough. And I want to keep the doors open today, but it seems like I'm not going to be able to. It's so nice with that storm coming up. I hope no one's having issues. I do think of everybody. I gotta plug this in. Oh, and I gotta turn it on. That's right. Darn it. There we go. There we go. On? On! Yay! Got a bunch of cards to look at for PSA. Spider! Fill up and pumpkin. Get down here now. Oh. Coffee with pumpkin. White girl happy. Alright. Let's see. Let's make sure nothing crazy on these cards. Because, yeah. Gotta make sure. Get them as close to what I think a 10 could be, so at least it can get a 9. Anything below that sucks. I get PSA to sell these on eBay, which is nice. I just get them to do them. I don't deal with pictures. I don't deal with posting. I don't deal with any of that. And they only take a little more percentage than eBay takes anyway. So why not get eBay PSA to sell them on eBay? And then the money gets into your account as soon as they pay. But I do not like, though, if you are thinking about this, the only thing I do not like when PSA sells them on eBay, they give them a week to pay. A week to pay. So they're on a week for bidding, normal, a week to pay, and then they don't pay, you got to redo it all. So it's time. But in aspect of the majority of people pay out of the, how many did I do? 2, 4, 6. I did 5 orders with PSA to eBay, and they were all only about, I would say 2 or 3 people didn't pay. It's not bad, I don't think. And I'd rather give them the money because then I don't have to ship it. I don't have to pay for shipping, because we all know, if you all watched all the videos, shipping product to purchase boxes and bubblers and stuff like that is insane. That adds up to it. And I don't have to take the pictures and waste my time taking pictures to post it on my eBay just to get a couple looks. You get the PSA name under it. Everyone that goes to PSA, boom. Certified buy of everything. It makes everything look better. So, I found that's the way I'm doing it. Especially now I don't have my site available anymore. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Now, see, this one's got some scratches on it, but I'd rather just be encapsulated. These are, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's a Togepi. It is embossed. Where's the bloody camera? It's embossed, and it's a Miji promo. It does have some scratches on it, but I think it's just worth grading. Truthfully, he's definitely not going to get a 10 by any means necessary on that, but it is a pretty neat, unique card. It should be encapsulated. Should go to a good home. Probably going to go put that through, even though it's not clean by any means. Not getting a 10. Same with this one, but I might just get it. Can't get this sold raw. I bought this right before we went to Card Party 2. It's a Chansey from Gym Challenge. So I might just get that one done. Just to have encapsulated and be able to go to a good home. I have some Tag Team, which I think a dog just fell down the stairs. Tag Team is hot. Of course it is. I mean, but some cards are going to be worth more than others, of course, but even the normals, the full arts and stuff, they're getting some crazy bang for their buck. Not liking those corners. Not liking those corners. Not liking those corners. This might be a I will think about it pile. I think about it pile. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't have any big crazy tag teams, but tag team cards have gone up in price, absolutely, in Raws. But these I did not buy. I bought these months ago. Months ago. I've already done my tag team in PSA that I knew was getting 10s, and they did. Some got 9s, but majority got 10s. They've already been sold on PSA's website or eBay's website with PSA. But I think these are the ones that I think I've looked at, and I said no to a 10. And I just get this light. It's a light with a magnifying glass, plugs in a USB. And this is off on Amazon, this device. It's pretty nice. It's heavy. You can move it around, adjust it whatever way you want. I think I gotta adjust this a little better because I feel like I'm like bombarding on top of everything. Yeah, these corners. And you can see everything. So I try to, when I look at cards, no dings in corners. Not one ding in a corner. Try to get in the center is eye-wise. I don't use the app. I attempted the app. It just takes too much darn time. Just center it with your eyes. Especially with, like I was told with PSA, they glance over it quickly, but I don't know if that's true. But just make sure there's no scratches. But when you're looking at them at like a show and you're like, man, can I grade this? Just put like a black piece of paper, carry that, or carry like your phone with the back screen on it, and just check the corners. That's the majority of it. Just make sure you check the corners if you don't have a magnifying glass. And if there's some corner ding, you already know it drops a point. Drops the grade. So like these, I think are going to get 8s and 9s, which I don't want to go for. Because I always try, because even if there is no dings, if there's nothing wrong with it that you can see, some reason sometimes comes back as a 9. So you always want to check too on collector and check on the card value as a 9, and if it's worth grading, if it does get a 9 and you're good with that, then send it out. Don't always expect that they're going to be a 10 even though they're flawless. Just depends on the grader, truthfully. That's my honest opinion. Now, I know people might think differently, but that's how I feel. That's my opinion on it all. He likes the old Lori and Doug trio. Himalayan dog trio. You see my dogs? They're flipping the freak out because I am not able to have them on the lap with doing cards. Yeah, you're flipping out, and then you're flipping out because you can't get on the couch because we have 100,000 cards of bulk just sitting there. Yeah. And you're freaking out on that too because you can't get up there to sit down and get cuddled. Cute and cuddly, boys. Cute and cuddly. But, yep, this is what I do, guys. So we just look at cards, try and get back into things again after kids are back in school. This is what I do. Just to kill some time. It's literally just to kill time. And then I'm going to probably start baking again. And I don't know if I'll get my Learn to Cookie channel back up, but I do have it on YouTube as well. But I might get into baking. I don't know if it's going to be cookies. I do want to do some new ideas that are in my head, but we'll see how that goes. God darn, I don't know about this one. This one might be worth it. It might be. Hell, just take a damn chance. Take the chance and run! No. I always take chances and then I freaking fail miserably. But that one we might take a chance on. It might be alright. It might be alright. It's different. It's a flyer card. It's not worth much. Raw, it's like 50 cents to $1. It's not worth much, but it is different. It's back in the day. Something. I always try to find unique stuff because I think I'm not the only one that looks for unique Pokemon, especially when everything looks the same nowadays. With the sets, I try to find different stuff. I know people who just joined the hobby are like, ooh, and I know how that is because I enjoy looking for unique stuff. Or if you have collected all and now you just want different. So I always just send the stuff that's unique. Unique. Like the World Championship. What year is this? 2024. I need a magnifying glass because I can't see. 2024 World Championship going in the pile. As of right now, in August of 2025, PSA's turnaround saying 45 days. I know it was quicker last time. It was said 45 days, and or even I think it might have said 60, and it was quicker than that. So, which is normal for PSA. I mean, 45 days is just the normal turnaround time for anything, truthfully. But the reason why I'm doing PSA over tag, because you guys probably know me with tag, the reason I'm doing PSA is because of the eBay. 100% truthfully, I just send them off to eBay. I don't pay for shipping to ship them back to me. That saves about like $50 right there. So it's just me paying shipping to them, but not shipping back. So that's nice to save $50. But they do all of it. That's the reason why I go with PSA. I don't mind what grade. I like tag slabs. I like tag to a point. There's some, everyone's got bad, positive, negative deal, on their grading. I get it. But PSA just won me over with selling on eBay. That they do all the work. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Now, if it's like my personal wise, I'm in between PSA and tag. I have a couple tags that I did personal. I have a bunch of PSAs. But that's what I bought before tag blew up in a way, I guess. I mean, I knew about tag for years. Started about a year ago with grading with tag. But I love their slabs. Love the crystal clear slabs. Beautiful. Beautiful colors. I mean, beautiful cards. When the cards are in the slabs, I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm doing two things at once. Here's the Snorlax. That one's going in. That one's going in. Snorlax eating. Got the munchies. But yeah, no, I do find that sometimes tag is harder to sell. Not gonna lie. I go to different cons, try to do trade, try to sell, and my tag slabs are a nightmare at cons to sell. PSA, of course, no. PSA, everyone wants PSA. Nobody ever says they don't want PSA. Now, that's not, I lied. There was somebody. They only took CGC, but they didn't take any PSAs. They didn't take nothing except CGCs and AGSs. I had someone that just took AGSs, which I thought was very odd. Very odd. But our Radiant Eevee's going in. Remember that from Pokemon Go? The Radiant Eevee? That box was so good. So good. That's before the year of the Eevee. Before the year of the Eevee. Well, here's something that it's probably going to not get graded in time. It's probably going to be all outdated here, which I'm going to probably send. It's a reverse holo, but it's a reverse holo of the Spirit Link. The Megas all coming in, but we don't have Spirit Links with the Megas. But it is on Mewtwo, which is pretty sick looking actually. That one going in. That one going into PSA. I'm hoping to get these all sent out tomorrow. I try to do Fridays. Another thing I like about PSA, they don't charge you until they're done. They don't charge you until you're done. So if it takes them 45 days, it takes them 65 days. It's not lingering on my credit card for them because they charged me and now we're waiting for the product to come in. Tag, they charge you. You wait 3 months, 4 months. You don't have any product to sell to reimburse that money back into your credit card. It's another thing I don't care for Tag about. Personal wise is whatever, right? It's personal, no problem. But when it comes to business, that's the issue. You need that product to sell. You do not want to keep and use your own money to pay that credit card bill so you don't get interest. And of course I just say credit card because it's online. Don't use your debit card online, people. Don't use debit cards online. Don't. This one's going in. Megaton. This card went up, down, up. Like this promo. It's going crazy. It's going up and down all over. I think it steadied itself though. But it was just all over the place for a while. Into some Sun and Moon. I don't remember which set this is though. I'm horrible with Sun and Moon sets. But let's see if this one's going to make the cut. This one might make a cut. It's a Persian GX. Sun and Moon just hits differently. If you're new to the hobby, check out some Sun and Moon. The texture in like the full arts and stuff, amazing. Sun and Moon just hits so differently, and I wish I was in it at that time, because you could have found Sun and Moon on the shelves like finding water on a shelf when it wasn't hurricane season. So much. Now granted, it's not like this one right here, Sword and Shield, Astral Radiance. It does have texture, but just nothing compares to the Sun and Moon texture on its cards. I think I pulled this one actually. I opened up an Astral Radiance pack because I have an abundance of them. And I was like, oh, let me just open them. And yeah, we pulled this original form Palkia. And that one, I think that one could get a 10. It is pretty damn centered. Pretty damn centered for sure in the naked eye. And there ain't no damn mark on it that I can see with my magnifying glass. So I'm just crossed on that one. Going in the pile. I think I pulled this one too, the Clorpus. Yeah. This one, this card, Clorpus, this one went crazy. Everyone's screaming about it. Everyone wanted multiple copies of this and that. It's a hard card to find, granted. It really is. But I remember everyone on the forums all were yelling about this card like it's the next one coming in, and when the IRs went crazy, and that's crazy. It's just mind blowing. Oh, here we go. Now this is Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage had some texture. I didn't think of that. It has a little bit of texture. I feel like Sun and Moon though. I don't know. Sun and Moon seems like it has more texture. But Vivid Voltage has texture. It's got some texture. I hate Vivid Voltage. I hate Vivid Voltage. The only reason why I hate Vivid Voltage was the set that it was our first time trying to give away a master set. It's the only set out of all, I think I did like 4. Vivid Voltage was the only one that I missed like over 20 plus reverse hollows. I traded a Dragonite Evolving Skies Alt Art Dragonite for the fat Pikachu for Vivid Voltage to just at least have something in the binder for somebody when we were giving our first binder away. Vivid Voltage was a nightmare to even attempt to complete, and I ripped so much of it. I mean, I ripped a case, almost a case and a half of boosters, and probably a good half a case of ETBs. Now this one's off centered for sure, but it's so clean. It might get a 9. This might be in a maybe pile. Maybe pile. Maybe I'm making a maybe pile. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make a maybe pile. I don't know. Hate when stuff is all clean and crisp and then it's just freaking off centered and it's like noticeably off centered. Because it's going to get a 9, and I don't know what a 9 gets in this. I have to double check that. It's definitely going to get a 9. I have to double check that. But it might get a 10. But, you know, gotta think the worst there. Sadly, you do. You never want to think bad. You always want to think positive. But let's just be realistic here. Just gotta be realistic. Now, Fusion Strike Koopa looks good. Maybe it's a bit off centered, but nothing that, if you look quickly, might go past. Hoopa in the pile for PSA. Hoopa! That one I am debating on. That card is a debater. I'm scared of that one. Pokemon Go. This one's clean. This one's clean. Another 4, which if you didn't know, we bought a lot of 4 arts because 4 arts are still low. They're creeping, but they're slowly creeping if they're creeping. They're very much low. But that one's going in the pile. Executor. But bought a lot of 4 arts. Ding! Ding! Who dinging me? Who dinging me? What the freak? Okay, I gotta verify that, but I didn't know you could sell food on whatnot. I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. Like I said, learn to cookie. There's recipes on there, y'all. We did a battle. Costone and I won, but you know, not saying anything. But no, I got a good chocolate chip cookie recipe on there, guys, and I'm actually gonna probably remake because it was delicious. There's the problem though. You eat all your darn baked goods. Can't eat your stash. Here's Flanks. This one's going in. That is a pretty cool card. I think is that Rebel Clash? 192? Is Rebel Clash 192? Didn't open much Rebel Clash. Brilliant Stars for Shaman V. Looks like he's going in the pile, or she. Shaman going. She Shaman is going in the pile. Going in the pile. Glare's just really bad. Glare's really bad, and I keep forgetting to show you guys without it in the top loader, but I ain't taking it out of the doggone top loader again. Gotta do it again once I clean them, because yes, I do clean them. Might do something like this with the video, but we are gonna clean them. I don't clean them. I like put a microscope. Make sure no dust, no fingerprints, you know, and then put it in a clean penny sleeve with the rigid top loader. That's what I do. And PSA does not like the tabs on them. Don't ask me why. I think they just cut, which then also questions, do they just damage the card accidentally? Because some cards, I don't see how I got like a 3 or a 6. Just saying. I don't know. Dolorodon V full art is going in the PSA pile. We just have a range of stuff. I'm just going through. As you can see, all the boxes. Like there's a box here full of hits. Full of hits behind there. I got probably 20 binders full of hits. It's just going through and trying to see what needs to get out. Where does everything need to go? Does it need to go on TCG Player? Does it need to go to PSA? Does it need to just stay in my collection and marinate for some time? Until it's ready to go. Angle Slash, ready to go. For, you know, there's a lot of variables. Gotta look at pricing. See if you hold on to it for another couple years. A lot of this stuff I've held on for over 3 years. What's another year? Because nothing really goes crazy. Especially full arts. Don't go crazy in price. But I'm hoping that changes. And it seems like it because most people are buying the cheap alt arts and they're buying full arts because that is a good price range if you want to collect Pokemon. Everything else skyrocketed. So, Gyarados GX going in for the pile as well. Gary boy! So yes, and a lot of this stuff is new too, don't get me wrong. It is new as well, but that's why I think majority of this I should say is new, that we just bought it months ago, because I haven't gone through the stuff I bought years ago because it just can keep marinating by this time. By the time I get to it, it might worth be even more in a way, so it can just keep marinating. Plus it's like, am I ready to let go yet? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. When is it that you're ready to let go? If you are, Mewtwo, Pokemon Go, the promo from the ETB. The ETB. So yeah, that's when you say, well, what is the amount you want your product? And yeah, granted, there's life factors. Let's just be real, y'all. There is life factors. This is like the stock market. You gotta cash in some stocks sometimes just to pay life. And we did that. We got our life organized thanks to Pokemon in a way. It did its purpose for us to help us get where we needed to be. And now I'm just looking for the future with it. So once you're in it, you're in it though. That's all. Everyone knows that. You're all watching. You're all in it. You're in it. You're in it. Pokemon does not just stop overnight. You can't just cut ties, but whenever something's at your price that you're like, okay, I'm fine making X amount of dollars, then think about it. Or if you're like, no, I want to hold on to it, sentimental, anything, maybe you don't need it at this time. You're gonna keep it in your back of your shelf. That's absolutely fine too. It's supposed to be like the stock market, I guess. Cash out when you need it. Keep it on the shelf until you don't. Oh shoot, I didn't show you the last two. We got these going in the pile. The Charizard full art, which this one is going up and down between 25 to 30. I paid both between 25 and 30, so we're just gonna see if that one gets a 10. And Buzzroll GX, which, you know, Sun and Moon full art, can't go wrong. But 151 is going to be, it's printed out of the wazoo, just like Prismatic's going to be printed out of the wazoo. Eventually, we're all going to see it in stores. Eventually, everything will calm itself down, I believe. I think it's all steadied itself completely. Now, it's just how fast is Pokemon, if Pokemon wants to. That's the question. Does Pokemon want to get product on the shelf? Because you know darn well it's all printed. Got the Alakazam EX going in. Super shiny. Super shiny. Now this is just a normal EX, but it is clean. It is a clean Gengar EX from Temporal Forces. Now when it comes to like these EXs and the IRs, they gotta get a 10. It's not worth it as a 9. If they get a 9, you eat your loss. It's worth the shot. It's worth the shot. Because if it's a 10, you got this. You got it. So that's where the IRs, the EXs, the Vs, like there's Lugia V, a 10 in Lugia V, just a normal V card, got $100 back then. I don't know what it is now. It probably has dropped. The market for slabs have gone down in value a little bit. Most times are not. That 9s are getting now raw value. 10s, some cards in a 9 are getting more than raw value, and the 8 of that card is getting raw value. So it's starting to get itself evened out. Hold on a second. What the hell is going on with schools? But everything's fine. Everything's fine, at least is what they said. But Jesus God. 3rd day of school. Got nothing but freaking issues every day. So I got two full art Gengar EXs, which I know I paid 20 for each of these because I got them on the high end. But these full art Gengar EXs, they're going in for PSA. Fingers crossed on those. Fingers crossed on those bad boys. I try to do 40 cards. I try to send 40 cards out to PSA. It's like $800 basically for grading. Roughly, depending if there is any upcharge on some, but none of these should get upcharges. None of these should get upcharges because they're all under, I think, that 250 mark. Dragonite V from Evolving Skies for doesn't like that. Going in the pile. So I do try to do 40 because it just get like a big number, get going, get it through. I did it every other week. I wait 2 weeks in between, but then even though I waited 2 weeks in between and sending cards, they all got done at the same time. And it was like 3 days to a week, and boom, 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 my credit card went crazy, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I gotta make sure I can't use money on it because I didn't want to go over my credit limit. And I'm not doing that. Probably doing it once a month, once every 3 weeks maybe, and then maybe once every month. See where everything goes because I don't want to do that again. Externus, that gave me so much stress. But here's the full art. It's going to be hard to see the texture, but the texture, like I said on Sun and Moon, insane, beautiful. Just got to watch it because the texture can be easily scratched or nicked. But that one's getting sent to the pile. And it's Altaria GX, which is Sun and Moon. Same deal. Beautiful texture. Also going in to the PSA pal. Beautiful texture as well. So, I'm going to count how many I got. But this bad boy here, I'm debating. I am so debating on this. It is a first edition Team Rocket Dark Alakazam. This one, it has scratches in the hollow. It's the 1 out of 82. There is scratches in the hollow. A lot. The back is rough. Don't get me wrong. There's whitening all on the back, in which I don't know if I can show you the whitening. But there is whitening, as you can see. Yeah, you can see the majority of it. There's whitening. There's scratches on the front of the card. But if it gets it, I don't even know what it would get. And I gotta look really closely on it because old vintage cards like this, even if it's a 6, it can be decent price. But in matter of fact, if it turns into like a 4, 4 can go more than a 6. So it's like the gamble and a gamble in this for sure. I remember picking this up too. So I don't know. It's the chance. This one's going into the chance area. But let's see. How many do I have here that I can basically get done? Hopefully by tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. I still need to look up and find 9 cards maybe. Maybe. Unless some of this in the pile here might decide to go. But like I said, when I do clean them, I take them out. I brush them with the micro cloth, which, god darn it. Oh, I got it. I thought I lost it. Micro cloth. Easily. Do a little blow. Yeah, now, like, get the dust off. Get the fingerprints off. Put it in a brand new penny sleeve. Just a normal penny sleeve. I don't do exact fit. Normal penny sleeve. And you can get in the rigid top loaders, which are right here. Just put it in one of these. Don't need one of those little sticky tab, post-it, sign here things. You don't need that. Because PSA doesn't like that, apparently. But you put that in, put it between 2 pieces of cardboard. I wrap mine in bubble wrap, which I have these lovely things that are already packaged. This is what I use for my slabs. These work nicely. Put them in this, put them in a small box. Put the paperwork that you need to put in, because PSA does step-by-step, tells you what you need to be put in the box. And I sent mine by USPS. Nothing spectacular, just USPS. I put it in insurance. I do an insure. Majority of the time it's like over 500. I do like $500 for insurance. Which normally costs about $15, $20 for me to ship out by USPS. And yeah, and they get it. They'll let you know. And then you just follow PSA site when they're ready to get into. You can have them shipped back, and you can change that all the way up to after it was graded. As soon as you get your grades back, you can change that. Right before I think you get your grades back, you should change that if you want to sell on eBay. And then they don't charge you for the shipping. They'll take the 50, I think it's $50 or $55. And also, if you do want them shipped back, just to let you know, PSA does do it through FedEx, which means you need to actually be there for a signature. So you have to have an adult at the house to sign for the package. I didn't like that because I'm not always home. So that is the thing to think about with PSA. But you can sell on eBay. You don't need to make the decision right then and there. When you do, you can change it either way. You can say, I want them shipped back. You can say, I want these couple cards shipped back, but I want these all go on eBay. Like, you can make all that up. All the way till the very almost end of the steps. Like the 2 end steps, you can do it. Which is amazing. So bravo with PSA on that. Bravo with PSA getting hooked up with eBay. I know PSA is also hooked up with Fanatics. But they don't sell your stuff on Fanatics. They only sell it on eBay. And the fees are like, it's like 2 or 3% more than what eBay charges you on your fees. So why not let them deal with shipping it out? It's being seen by a lot more people than it is on your own eBay site. So for auction, I'm fine doing auction. I don't do it buy it now, which you can do buy it now with PSA. And sometimes PSA gives you offers. And you can accept those offers from PSA as well. They got like some kind of outsource type thing. But I do just do auction for the most part. Unless I don't, and they get close to where it says for market for that slab. And if PSA gives me an offer very close to it, I might accept it. Like, I've done it one time. I accepted it because I was like, it was one that wasn't paid for, and I didn't want to go back again and do it all. So they accepted it. They gave me my money. And when someone pays, it goes through Stripe, which goes to your bank account. It gets deposited basically the next day. So it's pretty neat. Something, guys, if you guys are thinking about it with PSA, thinking about downsizing your stuff, if you don't want personal, and you want great cards, but you don't need all these graded slabs, and you're trying to make some money so that you could buy other items in your collection or just pay bills in general, PSA does make it easier. And I'm not affiliated with PSA by any means. No affiliation whatsoever. I just started this year with them, and so far I sold 5 different rounds, times that by 40 cards on each round, and had basically 0 issues other than buyers not paying, and I had to redo the bidding and start the bidding over again. And like I said, it was only 3 times. So 0 issues, got my money on time. But yeah, and it keeps it calculated for you for how much you make each, the whole time that you've had PSA. So yeah, and it's pretty cool. Especially if you do Whatnot. If you do Whatnot, you've already had a Stripe account already assigned to you, because Whatnot uses Stripe. You can go, and PSA makes it easier to just sign on with PSA. So that is just a little heads up, little thing to do. I appreciate y'all listening to my rants and seeing what I do with the cards. And like I said, I'll try to see if I turn this back on, do the vlog part of it with cleaning the cards, showing what I do, how to do it, and box it up and get everything ready for you all. So thank you all. Sorry we have been not on much, but with no school, summer break, and life makes it a little hard. But much love. Thank you all for sticking on. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.